Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to RWA Productions for another match day preview. Yes, this weekend is Coventry City versus Sunderland. It's match preview with myself and Paul Wilson. We'll be talking about, obviously, Coventry's stats against Sunderland, obviously, within the last 5 outings. We'll be talking about, obviously, who Coventry's nicknames are. So apparently they are nicknamed as the Sky Blues, and the Singers apparently they can be called as well. So the ground is played at the CBS Arena, so that's classed as Coventry Building Society Arena. And it holds 32,609. Their owner is Doug King. Their manager is obviously under still Mark Robbins. And they play in blue and white for their home kit, purple for their away kit, and they play in black and yellow and red for their third away kit. So here we go. So Coventry. Oh, Lauren again.
I'm just saying in the chat.
Their nickname is Cough Pot, not the Sky Blues. Well, you know what? You know what? I'll keep it civil.
It'd be nice, just in case anyone was watching.
Just in case the Sky Blues fans TV are watching. So, Coventry City was nicknamed as the Singers back in 1883. So that is 140 years ago. Yes, 140 years ago, when me and Paul wasn't born. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
So, the last 5 outings against Sunderland, obviously, we haven't been obviously great against Coventry. I wouldn't say that we've been the best under against Coventry. The last time we won them was, I think, back in 2007, I think it was. Bloody hell, it was a massive way long ago, to be honest, ever since we last beaten them. But I'll have a look, see what the latest stats are against Coventry. Let's have a look. So, Coventry City versus Sunderland stats. So, Coventry have won 7 games, Sunderland's won 10 games, 17 goals for Coventry, Sunderland 24 goals. Games lost, Sunderland's lost 21 games, and Coventry's only lost 6 games against them. And a win rate of 57% for Sunderland and 60% for Coventry. So it's not much difference, to be honest, in win rates. So, the last time out we beat Coventry was in 2007, yes, on the 4th of October 2007. And that was at the Stadium of Light when Roy Keane was the manager. Yes, Roy Keane. Good old Roy Keane back in the days. Great manager. Got us promoted. Obviously, we were bottom on points, I remember rightly, and obviously he took us all the way to the top. And we finished top of the table at that time as well. I remember it very well. Even though I wasn't a Sunderland fan, but I seen it on, obviously, when I was 6-year-old on Gillette Soccer Special. I remember this rightly, right? Sunderland got promoted to the Championship, and I know this is crazy. When I was only 6-year-old, I seen it, and this was absolutely crazy. So, yes, Sunderland got promoted to the Championship under Roy Keane, yes. But, yes, before we go into more about the Coventry preview, we're going to be talking about, obviously, who got the correct score against Rotherham United. Yes. So, well done to these fans. It's Lauren Kenny, Callum Hall, Paul Wilson, and Paige Robinson all got the correct score against Rotherham United. But can we get the score prediction against Coventry? Put them down in the score predictions, and I'll put them in my book of C. See who can get them this weekend. What Terry Wall would say, the book of C. Hi, Sky Blues fans TV, says Lauren Kenny. So, obviously, the last time out Coventry won, I think Coventry drew against Swansea last weekend. They drew 1-1 against Swansea, I believe. And then I think, I can't remember who they played before that, but I'll have a little search up to be able to see who they played and who they haven't played. Obviously, they've only played 3 games like us, so it'll be quite easy to figure out. So, Coventry won 3-0 against Middlesbrough. That was on Saturday, the 12th of August. Then, at the start of the season, they got beat off Leicester City 2-1, and they got beat off AFC Wimbledon in the AFL Cup first round 2-1. But AFL Cup, quite a few of the Championship sides got beat off League 2 oppositions and League 1 opposition teams. Obviously, Sunderland got beat off Crew, which is obviously not anyone's really thinking that Crew against Sunderland, but yeah. But Paul, what's your score predictions for the Booker C on Saturday? Can you get the second correct score prediction right in a row and get yourself onto a streak?
Unfortunately, I can see us losing this.
You can see I was losing, can you?
I can.
What score prediction are you going for, Paul?
I'm sad to say this, but I'm going to say 2-1 Coventry.
2-1 Cov. Okay.
The only reason they've got Ella Sims.
Yeah, but obviously one player doesn't make a team, though. Just everyone makes a team, to be honest. But to be honest, you all right. We have got Ella Sims, which is obviously an out-and-out striker, as well as obviously Matty Godden in there as well. So, likes of Godden, likes of Sims. But there's no Gickeres and no Hamer to play against this season. Woohoo! Because Gickeres has gone away and Hamer's gone to Sheffield United. Get lost.
Yeah, but look at the referee we've got.
But this weekend, we have got the referee, Keith Stroud, at the weekend. Oh, no!
That's why I said lose. That's why I said lose.
But
if any other ref, I would have said we would have won. But him in charge,
But Bradley Young thinks different. He thinks different. Yes, everybody. He thinks massively different. I think Sunderland's going to win 3-0. No, I'm only joking. Nah,
let's keep a clean sheet against Coventry. No.
We're going to go 2-1. We're going to win 2-1. I'm going to fall 2-1 against Cov. And if Brad gets his score prediction, I win a free chocolate bar. Nah, that's no. Lauren Kenny says 3-0 Cov. More like. Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry to be negative, she says. Hey,
we can't keep a clean sheet at the moment. The only way we'll keep a clean sheet is if Tony Mowbray brings Danny Bass back in the squad.
Well, this is a few things as well I need to see as well. Well, Patrick Roberts is obviously injured out for a month. Sorry, Lauren Kenny, for mentioning that on the chat. But obviously, Patrick Roberts
he's out until after the international break.
Yeah, so that'll be about 3 weeks to a month because obviously the next game's not until the 16th after the international break. So that's about 3 weeks out. So you've got obviously 2 games to not play him. You've got obviously this game against Coventry. Then you've got the home game against Southampton next week. He won't be playing there either. Obviously, we haven't got any options up there as well. We've got Jewis and Bennett out injured as well. So,
yeah, Ben. I don't know how long Bennett's out for, but he's out with a back problem.
Yeah, apparently someone seen him outside the stack this evening and apparently he actually looked okay. But to be honest, you can't tell what a player's like, can you really? But there's a big injury list apparently as well, according to Tony Mowbray. You've got likes of Embleton on there, but apparently there's a few players who can feature on the bench on Saturday. There's Embleton, there's Rigg, and there's also what's the other one? I can't remember who the other one was. Jensen Svelte. He can be playing on the bench as well. But
Mowbray said they won't be playing low. He's just going to put them on the bench for numbers.
Yeah.
According to Mowbray, there's no. Because I was listening to what Nick Barnes said. Apparently, Nick Barnes, Tony Mowbray told Nick Barnes there'll be no under 23s on the bench.
All right. Okay.
Because they're playing on Friday.
Oh yes, could play Friday, don't they? So
because the thing is, Tony Mowbray said that Chris Rigg actually would have played in that under 23 game, but his concussion is still. It runs out on I think Friday night, so that's why we actually are taking Chris Rigg to Coventry, but he'll be on the bench.
Yeah. So so far we have 11 Sunderland players injured. Unfortunately, I can tell you who these players are. So Bennett, Roberts, Matete, Stewart, Embleton, Vianda, Rigg, Evans, Watson, Sealt, Alessia, and Richardson. Yes. But apparently Tony Mowbray has hinted obviously could be at the bench but unlikely to play. So,
And to be honest, I
obviously,
like what Mowbray said on Meander, because Meander's told Mowbray that he could be available to actually resume training in 2 to 3 weeks' time.
yes, so that means he could be fit after the international break as well, probably.
Roberts
he's-
will be training in the international break, according to Mowbray.
yeah, he'll be training in the international break. Obviously, the likes of the squad goal, we've still got everyone available except from the players who I've mentioned. So we've got like the likes of Luke O'Neill, Danny Bath, Daniel Ballard, Patterson. We've still got all them players available, so we can make a good team out of it. Get a team line up really, really good and strong. And I think we can go out and beat the Cov boys, to be honest. So, team news for Saturday, Paul. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Because obviously we're out without a lot of players. So, what are you thinking? Who will we put in to replace those
Well,
players?
for me, Mowbray has to bring in Semedo.
You've got to bring in Semedo. You've got to bring him in for this game. I'm not going to lie, because Roberts is injured. You've got obviously Bennett's injured. So you've got to bring in a striker alongside Bradley Dack, haven't you? Obviously, you've got to bring in a fourth. So what I would do as well is, I'm not going to lie, I would change formation. I don't think the 4-2-3-1 actually works. I don't think it works, to be honest, because I think we're conceding a lot of goals as well. Conceded a goal against Ipswich, we conceded a goal against Preston, and obviously we conceded a goal against Rotherham. Every time when we've obviously scored a goal, we've always been behind to get it back. So, because we're behind against Rotherham, we're behind against Preston, and we're behind against Ipswich. So, this is what I would do on Saturday. If I was Tony Mowbray, and if I was doing this, instead of going for a 4-2-3-1, I would be going for a 4-4-2, a classic 4-4-2. What I would be going for is I'd be playing a back four as obviously Ballard, O'Neill, Turkin, and obviously Hume. It's the back four, like we will always do. Obviously Patterson in goal. And obviously in centre mids, I will put Neil and Ekwar in there again, once again. And the likes of Clark on the left-hand side as left mid. Pritchard as right mid. Then you would put obviously the likes of Semedo and Dak up top. I think that would work, to be honest. I think that would actually work if that was...
Would you not put Job in the squad on Saturday?
To be honest, yes, I would. To be honest, why not?
You can't forget Job, the one that scored over 2 goals for us against Rotherham.
Well, I have to go for a 4-2-3-1 because there's no other option. So go for obviously put Job in the calm position. Let's get 10 behind, obviously. Dak or Semedo, whoever plays, because we'll be one striker up front this weekend again. We've never played two.
I think it'll be Semedo. I think we'll put Dak on the bench.
The thing is, Tony Mowbray loves Dak, and I don't think he'll put him on the bench. He loves Zach to bits because obviously he had him at Blackburn. So the question,
I know that, but if we want to get something,
if you want to get points,
if you want Semedo's been playing in the under 23s a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, he scored behind closed doors the other day.
But people's been saying, can Lyndon Gooch get a game this weekend? That's what people's been thinking. Can Gooch get a game this weekend? Because obviously there's a lot of players out. But who would you bring Gooch in for? Would you bring him in for Roberts? Would you play him on the right mid? Because he has played there before. He used to play there in League One. So
sadly, I'm not the manager.
We're not managers. We're just talkers.
The thing is, it's up to Mowbray, because apparently Mowbray said he actually shouted at the players this morning because they weren't actually listening to his instructions. So apparently Mowbray actually shouted his head off at the players this morning.
Bloody hell. What's going on there then? Bloody hell.
That's what I'm wondering.
Apparently, Josh Wales, he saw Pritchard in the Arsenal Centre last night. Apparently, he doesn't want to leave Sunderland at all, apparently, according to Pritchard, unless the club forces him out. But I think he'll actually stay, to be honest, if that's the case, because I don't think he's going to leave now. Because if he was going to turn around and say to Josh, I was going to leave for personal reasons, because he talks to Josh all the time, Pritchard. So I think
I don't think the players are allowed to say stuff like that to the supporters.
Are they not?
I don't think they are.
What about if it's outside of football, though?
Nah, I don't think they are.
Are they not?
I don't think they are.
No. Who comes up with these rules anyway? Is it the club?
Yeah, I think
Has to be.
it'll be the club.
But on a high note, Paul, obviously coming into the games this weekend and stuff, on a high note, where do you think we'll finish this season? Do you think we'll finish playoffs? Do you think we'll finish 8th to 12th? Do you think we'll finish lower than that? Do you think we'll finish top 2? What are you thinking?
Well, to be honest, I would love to finish top 2, but
It'll be a bit rough.
the club needs to show it in the transfer market.
If you want to go get top 2, you've got a week to bring in players. You've got a week to prove yourself, Speakman. If you want top 2, and if he wants
put
top
this way,
2,
the club has got till next Friday, because that's when the window shuts.
oh, the first, yes. So remember, guys, there's a couple of announcements I need to tell you before we do go off. So announcement number 1 is the most important announcement. Is obviously don't miss tomorrow's live stream. 6:30. Get yourselves in because me and Joe Jones will be going live from my house. So Joe Jones will be sitting here next to us, and obviously I'll be sitting there. We'll be talking about obviously Guardians of the North, and we'll be talking about Sunderland AFC a lot. Just basically a question and answer thing. So get your questions and get your answers in for Joe. I mean, he'll answer them as best as he can. Send your questions to him over a live chat. Also, guys, announcement number 2 is we will be doing a transfer deadline day next Thursday night. We'll be going again next weekend, next Thursday again at 9 p.m. Guys, we're going to go live at 9 p.m. You heard it here. 9 p.m. We're going to go live next week. And we're going to do at least 2.5 to 3 hours again with obviously Lewis York and Paul Wilson. If you can get yourself on the 31st, that would be great as well.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Great, because you done well last time, Paul. I'm not going to lie, you done really well. Have you got Sky Sports, Paul?
No, I'll just keep checking Twitter and that.
Get Lewis York to get Sky Sports on them. He'll be doing the Sky Sports jobs. So,
well, to be honest, it'd be interesting. With us being the championship, will we actually have a Sky reporter at the academy on deadline day?
You know who I'm thinking will go down on deadline day?
Are you thinking Keith Downey?
Mm-hmm. Thinking Keith Downey. Yeah.
No, because Newcastle's in the Premier League, so if there is any Sunderland news, he'll report on it from St James's Park.
Oh, fucking hell. But there's one person who I think will be down there. I think we Philly will be hanging behind the car park again on deadline day. Because next Thursday,
they all know what it looks like now. So
next
will he actually be allowed?
The funniest thing is, next Thursday evening, so Thursday night bunch as well. So that's going to be a weird one. I wonder if he's going to be down there doing it. We'll have to see.
But the club knows what he looks like now. So
did you actually know what he looks like?
Well, they would have seen they would have seen him. That's why they've got the security at the academy now. So I don't think he'd be allowed anywhere near the academy. But he's doing it from his car, but
you can do it outside. You can do it outside the academy. No one can stop you going outside, can they? Like obviously, like not going in, but you can go outside and do it. Nothing stopping you from doing that because obviously you can do that. There's no laws that you can't do it. But we'll have to wait and see. But this weekend, guys, put your score predictions into the Booker C for this weekend, and we'll read them out on Monday evening when we go live with Sky Blues Fans TV. Yes, the second podcaster show. Let's put my teeth back in. The second podcast show with a guest on, which will be Miles Cadden or Ken Stewart from Sky Blues Fans TV. So yes, watch out for that.
I'm just saying, the club just put out. Well, the Supervisor put out 4 hours ago. 30,000 tickets has been sold for England versus Scotland.
Women's game, yeah, I've seen that.
I'm actually going.
I'll be going as well. I'll be booking the tickets soon. So,
I've already got mine.
Oh yeah, you got them on you, like digital or?
Well, I haven't been sent the tickets, but yeah, a friend of mine actually ordered them.
So yes, guys, and watch what you're doing. Stay safe. I hope you go well, and I'll see you all tomorrow night on the live stream again with Joe Jones. And Joe
Of
Jones will
course, I
put on
won't see you, so have a good weekend.
and Paul won't see you until Monday. So have a good chill, Paul. Have a good time away. Have a nice break. So take care. Goodbye for now.